Centurion-based Astral. Slightly different company here. It's got major divisions in animal feeds. The business there is called Meadow Feeds, as well as in poultry, chicken that is. That's not great. Apart from the Meadow Feeds brand I mentioned a moment ago, the chicken brands are things like Early Bird and County Fair. It was unbundled from Tiger Brands in 2001, was Astral, the whole company. It's got a market cap of 3.9 billion rand, price to earnings ratio of 11.4, dividend yield of 6.4. Yeah, and this one has done not very well in recent months because they're perceived to be under pressure because of this Brazilian chicken import problem.
Yes. And we look at that as one of the smaller players, but I was just looking at some statistics on it. They have about 6 million eggs in stock daily.
Yeah.
And they process 200 million broilers per annum. But it's all the emphasis on chickens and not on any diversified business. I find that a bit worrying.
Yeah, 200 million broiler birds, that I think represents about 20% of South Africa's chicken consumption, because I've seen that 1 billion birds a year, which is an astonishing number to think we get through that number.
And it's going to grow. It's definitely going to grow, because certainly it's the easiest access from a price and availability point of view to protein for the majority of the population.
Okay, but maize prices have been high because of production problems in the US and Russia and so on. That's a problem because that's their input cost. Meanwhile, chicken prices have been under pressure because the Brazilians are bringing chicken across, which they can land here at lower prices than we can produce it because of their scale of operations. So therein lies the problem. Our chicken producers are under extreme pressure right now. But as far as Astral is concerned, I mean, the feed side of their business, that's more like taking maize and processing it and preparing it and selling it to the other chicken players and so on. Are you any more positive about the feeds business?
Well, look, it's a positive, yes. There's no shortfall. It doesn't make me say I've got to rush out and buy this particular company. And I think there are better avenues there, so I'm not going to go hot on that one.
Look, Chris Skitter, who's the CEO of Astral, I've previously spoken on these programs. I think he's a very charismatic and likable guy. You know, he's extremely hardworking, came right up, you know, through the business from the bottom end of the production right to the top of the company. He's got a very strong management style and is much beloved by his staff. As a matter of interest, when we discussed the chicken sector, of all of the chicken producers which were totally bombed out, we decided the one we preferred was Astral. So we actually have a position in the hot stocks portfolio which we got at about 90 Rand, and it's bounced up to about 93 or 94.
Yeah.
Hard to know where it's going in the short term. It's obviously been benefiting from the generally rising market.
Just look at the trend over the last year, all the way from 140 Rand down here to 90 Rand. And yes, it's bounced a little bit. It had several other bounces in the process of that downturn. So
don't get too happy.
No, I would say it's for short-term trading.
And this is where that sort of gathering concern around the chicken business and the rising maize prices and the Brazilian scenario started to arise. And of course, they're also big electricity users, and they're big diesel users as well for heating in the winter and all that. So, yeah, all things considered,
pressure on the costs,
tough
on the output side, big threats as well. You know, from the threats to the chicken industry. No,
not hot. No. Good. Okay, I guess I'm not all that hot either. Maybe we should toss out that position that we have in the portfolio.